Greetings and welcome yet again right here at Triple M Reality. Well, this is the place where we get to discuss anything and everything. You name it, I smell it. Health matters, world, fashion, relationships, food, of course, hygiene, you just name it, and I definitely will be spelling it. I know most of you are still asking why Triple M. Well, my name is Mary Magdalene Mukaya, which makes it the Triple M. You said it, you got it. So thank you so much for checking in. And guess what? You know what we keep doing? We keep having a relationship, you and I, social media relationship. And remember what I discussed to us and defined to us and told us what a relationship is. Allow me to remind you. It could be where you are socially related, you have the same interest in your social circles, your talent, your skill. Basically, a relationship is a state of being connected, same interests, same likings, and in this case, social media relationship. That's what we are doing right here. So thank you for checking in and staying tuned every other time I've been able to drop a link for you that you've been clicking and checking, subscribing and following. I am so glad and so encouraged. So keep following, keep checking, keep commenting. I know people are sending me inboxes so that I be able to talk about some different topics. Don't feel shy. Just get on the comment section there. Leave a comment, leave a question, leave a topic that is burning you so hard that you want us to discuss. I mean, this is the platform. Let's do this. Let's build life and just make it simple and offload our shoulders. Sometimes we're too tense and holding on to some topics and burdens, and we need to unburden. This is the place. I mean, talk to me and I'll talk back to us, and we'll just do life as it ought to be done. Well, today's topic, it's about side chicks. Side chicks, drum roll. Whew. Do you know how this topic can be? Oh, it's a heavy topic, but I'm going to try and simplify it to the bestest of my knowledge, to the bestest of researches there has been, and to the bestest of the reality of the real world we are living in. Do you know that side chicks actually do exist? Please, if you are thinking of even debating that question, maybe you are not living on planet Earth. But if you're living on planet Earth, please let us accept it. Side chicks do exist. Am I condoning it? No. Do I support it? No. But do they exist? Yes. Step one, they exist. Side chicks exist. They exist in actually different names. You don't want me to even start putting the names attached, yes? So, why are we men, are the men allowing themselves to have side chicks? And why are we ladies allowing ourselves to be side chicks? You see, it has the two sides of this coin. And why, in fact, I was able to sit with some elderly men, and by elderly, I mean older than me, because I'm quite aged, yes, but the grace of God just keeps me glowing, so and young. So I was able to sit with mature brains. And you see, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can only sit with a mature brain to get your factual answers. You can also get a person young enough but understands the reality and the truth about living life on this earth. Yes. So, my opinion, I'm actually gathering it from the older version, from the older generation. And they were very open, very candid, so true and real. In fact, some of them went to an extent of even sharing messages with me. Oh my God. You don't want to know what has been happening. But tell you what, this is the place where we speak nothing but the truth, keeping it as real as possible, because this life is real by each day, by each second that goes by. All right. So, why do side chicks exist? Or should side chicks exist? Why do we ladies allow ourselves to be called side chicks? Why do men have side chicks? One too many questions, but the same thing. Point. Side chicks. Well, side chicks, as accepted, they are there. They exist. And why do the men have these side chicks? Well, the answer has been one. Yes, they're married. Yes, they are married. In fact, they accept that they're married, but they want to be in a situation where they are allowed to have their relationship open. Men want to have an open relationship. And I sat and I asked myself, you've been married for like 10, 12, 25 years. Why would you want to have an open relationship today? Guess what? Somehow along the way, things have really changed. Bedroom matters have changed. Social relationship has changed. Attraction levels have changed. And the ball is being vice versa. That when you get a side chick, it feels better. It feels younger. It feels revived. And that is why these men are thinking, if I get a chance to escape a little bit of my boredom. They call it that, boredom. Just get a twist into my life, some excitement, some elevation, some mood uplift. But by the end of the day, get back to my wife. You know, open, free, and candid. They want to be in an open relationship. They say that when you have a side chick, most of the times it's not even just a person that you will squeeze, if you know what I mean. It's not necessarily a person that you'll just go under. No, it's a person because they have realized today many ladies are coming out to be more independent. Many ladies are okay, let's just put it, yes, independent. If they're not independent, they're on to you for one mission or another. If not that, well, you and this man have some sort of clicking, some sort of interest, maybe your brains, there's some sort of knowledge, and you keep clicking and sharing IQ points and knowledge and interest. You have some commonalities, you and this man or this lady and some youngster somewhere. Yeah, so as I was saying, just something that is common, something that is mutual, some interest that the two of you share. So these men of today want the side chicks because of this beneficial aspect they're getting other than just the squeeze. I know, you're getting where I'm going, yes? Because they are telling me they want to be in an open relationship where they can switch from their boredom status, have this person who they can share some intellectual factors, a interest, if it is travels and tours, basically to create room for them to explore and have a different feel of life, just to do life a different. And I sat and I asked my male friends, what is so wrong that you cannot revive this with your wife? Because there is a starting point as to why this relationship in the first place existed to the extent and extreme of marriage. So that now that we come down and now actually decide to settle for a side chick, then there must be something missing. And if something is missing, it's not particularly the lady or particularly the man. And you know what they actually told me? I even met another older lady, and she told me it's not even the men who are the only ones who have side chicks. They too have side dudes. Oh, you don't want to know the names attached. In fact, the opinion was similar. Just to change the whole boredom aspect. Routine has become too boring that they're willing to go the extra mile to get the extra experience, the to revive some sort of great energy. That young, vibrant puppy love kind of feeling. That ecstasy that it gives you when you're in a fresh relationship. Well, they find that from the side chicks. And I was like, wait a minute. I will get back to you, fellow lady, so that I get to understand about this side dudes. And I tended to ask myself, in fact, I even just went ahead and asked my male friends, what do you think are some of the disadvantages when you are having a side chick? Now, I like the word they used. They said, do you know the way a mountain erupts? You know the way the mountain erupts? The lava erupts? I'm really trying to find that word. But let me tell you what. The only fear or the disadvantage that they have of having side chicks is the time bomb. When that moment the mountain just explodes, the moment there is the realization, or your wife gets to realize that there is a side chick in the picture. And I was like, okay, so I mean, by the end of the day, you still really expected that to happen. That should have been hard. That should have been known. Or what did you expect to be hidden under wraps or under carpets for how long? You know, pretense has a limit. Even lies has a limit. Just like theft has 40 days. All these things have limits. So you shouldn't be in a relationship, a marriage setup, and think you could have these side chicks and not be known. So they went ahead and told me, the male party told me, they want that when they have a side chick, that information should be open. Open in that relationship she is married into. They need the side chicks to be known. How that will be very possible, I don't know. But it's not rocket science, because today there is the aspect of polygamy or polyandry. Polyandry is where a woman marries many men, many husbands. Polygamy is where the man marries many wives or more than one wife. Then that becomes a polygamy. So there is the allowance of polygamy. I have not heard of the allowance of polyandry. So they are saying, because some are not ready to be committed to a second home, get married to a second wife, but there are those ones that are already ready to go all the way. So they're saying, because of these difficulties and maybe challenges and just registering all these legalities, they'd rather just have the side chick that is known to his marriage, to his home. And that, yes, there will be tension at first, but when we accept that these men are out here and they are not going to be for one woman, that when we accept that these men are out here to be shared, then maybe it will make a peaceful home. I don't know how that will be, but they think it should be something open. Do you think that is genuine? Do you think that is really practical? A side chick to just be known? I had in a conversation sometime not too long ago that a married woman got back to a side chick and started saying, oh, why you breaking my home, you home wrecker, leave my husband alone, and all this said and done. And this side chick was very confident enough and told this married lady, dear madam, I would like to kindly let you know that your husband is our husband. And this woman was like, what is that? What are you trying to talk to me? You know, I'm going to get you arrested. All this said and done, you know, all those threats. But the lady was like, picture this. Have you seen your husband come home either torn shirts, depressed, stressed? He always comes back to you wholly and continues with his activities as the married man that you know him for. If anything, I keep your man safe. Why don't you just bring down your high horses and let's relate, share this man, and know that if he's not at your home, he is at my home? Because after all, if he was to manage you alone, you know, it means, in fact, he could not just manage you alone. In fact, it means you were not able to keep him to yourself by yourself. And that is why he was able to escape you and he's with me. As in, this side chick was so confident that this married lady had to tone down, even now took her time to ask her name, location. You know, I don't know how practical this is and how today they coexist or if she eventually got married to this side chick, or I mean the man got married to both of them now. I am not sure of the story today, but is this a practical thing? Is it a reality? To let a side chick be known? Yes, side chicks exist. Yes, that is true. But to be let her known, to let her be known, is that practical? I thought about it. I've really been thinking about it. And I said, before I engross my mind with a lot of ideas and the opinions that have been coming back and forth about this topic, I said I want to ask us, because I know this is one topic that will not only be a part of the relationship series part 5, but it will have mini series under it, because we need to dig deeper, delve deeper. And if you know that you're a side chick out there, come clean, talk to me. Well, of course, names will not be mentioned. Talk to me. Let us understand, how do you relate and coexist with a married woman, a married man? How do you relate? How is the tension like? How is the pressure like? What is it like? Talk to me right there. I'm taking a small break, just a small break, because I want to come back and tell you something that I also learned interesting about the side chicks. Don't go too far. And I am back. So the one thing that I also discovered that these men are actually saying, they are saying that side chicks should be given permission by their wives. As in, the married men, their wives should give the side chicks permission, should be allowed. In fact, should be allowed, that the side chick should be allowed to ask for permission in case she needs this man for herself, or for some days, or they have a getaway. In other words, what I'm trying to tell you is, his pen is going to be writing another notebook somewhere, and then his ink will be back to you once it has already finished this chapter for the period it will be taken. Am I making sense? Are we at home? Are we on the same page? Oh my goodness. Do I advocate for this? No. Oh my goodness. But is this happening? It is happening. Are we seeing and allowing side chicks to exist? Is this practical? Do you think this should be something that should be allowed, should be given liberty, liberation? Should side chicks really exist? And you married women out there, what do you think? You married husband, married men out there, what do you think? What is your opinion about side chicks? Do you think this is proper? If you are just joining us, thank you for staying tuned. This is, of course, Triple M Reality. This is a channel where we talk about anything and everything, keeping it open and candidly open. Reality tips, reality topics, name it, now spell it. Of course, I've been your presenter, Mary Magdalene McCoy. I know this is not done yet. Part A, Part B, Part C is going to come up, because I needed to get into my inbox, talk to me, get on the comment section, talk to me, call me up. I mean, let's talk. Let's talk. Let us keep this talk going, because I know that this is a topic that touches a core somewhere. Do you think side chicks is a reality and that they should be allowed, let alone be allowed, should they be known in a marriage setup? Thank you for staying tuned, and I know many of you know me for my forte. Allow me to share my music forte with you right here. Just a small snippet, and I will tell you this. If you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. So stay tuned, and thank you for checking me out. Keep clicking, keep liking, keep following, share, share, share. Let us talk. Let us make this more real, just as it is named, Triple M Reality. God bless you and take care. See you next time.